Hello and welcome to my January wrap-up. This month I read 4 books, which compared to some months are like a really bad reading month. But I have been swamped with a lot of things this month, so I actually think I did pretty well. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk a bit about each book that I read. The first book I read coming into this year is Foxglove Summer by Ben Aronovich. This is the 5th book in the PC Grant series, isn't that what it's called? Peter Grant series? In the Peter Grant series, and it's about a guy who figures out that magic is real and he is kind of going to be this new wizard and learn to do magic. And the magic system in this is kind of difficult to explain because it's kind of something that anyone can learn, but if you perform too much magic it can fry your brain. So yeah, and I really enjoy these books, and it's just a weird concept in some way. Like some of the things that Ben Aronovich comes up with, I'm just like, how does he do it? It's just so random, but I really highly enjoy it. After that I read Perfect Addiction by Claudia Tan. I'll insert a picture here. And this is a Wattpad story. It's about a girl called Sierra, and she's a kickboxing trainer, and her boyfriend cheats on her with her sister, so she dumps him and wants to take revenge. And she doesn't have a place to live, so she figures out a place where she could possibly live, but then she'll have to live in the same apartment as her ex-boyfriend's greatest rival. And he doesn't want her to live there, so she tells him that he can't win and that she can train him. So yeah, that's kind of what happens. She gets to stay in the apartment if she trains him to win, and of course they are going to fall in love. It's kind of like, yeah, it's given, and it was good, but it wasn't, to me it wasn't anything special. So yeah, I enjoyed it and it was a quick fun read, but yeah, not much more than that. After that I read Dream a Little Dream by Giovanna Fletcher. This is the 3rd novel that she has published, and it's my favorite. So far I read the other 2 and she just keeps getting better in my opinion. I read them in publication order, and Billy and Me is the first one, and that's the one I liked least. I still liked it, but the one I liked least. And then, what's it called? You're the One That I Want, and I really enjoyed that more than Billy and Me. And now I read Dream a Little Dream and I enjoyed it even more, and it's just great. This is about Sarah, and she's been single for a long time. And in her friendship group, her ex-boyfriend and the girl he dumped her for is like in that group, and it's kind of hard for her to move on because he's kind of there all the time. But she starts having these weird dreams about a guy she kind of used to know, like she knew of him, didn't really know him like a lot, and she starts dreaming about him and having all these very romantic dreams about him. And then he starts working at her workplace, and it's just fun, and I really enjoyed it. This is an adult novel, just be warned, there are like a bit explicitivity, and I just want to warn any young viewers that this is an adult book. And last but definitely not least, my favorite book of the month, and the one I read last, is Beating Ruby by Camilla Monk. And this came out on January 26th, and I really just really enjoyed this so much. And she even signed it for me when she sent it. Oh. And she sent this picture, which is really cute. I also showed it in my book haul, and it was so good, this book, and I don't know what to say because I don't want to spoil anything, and I have a lot of feelings, and I'm gonna do a book review, so if it hasn't come up yet, be sure to look out for it when it comes up, and if it's already up, I'll link it down below so you can go check it out, because this is just very good. And yeah, it's the sequel to Spotless, which I loved very much. So those were the books that I read in January. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to comment, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.